This is exciting. It's almost Christmas time and it's day 21. Uh-oh. It's the piggy pig pig. Let's get the piggies up, shall we?
this afternoon, scanning up these hanks of yarn that I dyed last week, and I have two that are super tangly. So I've tried, you know, but look at that. Hello. That's not good when you're trying to sell stuff, and it won't tidy up. So a way that you can do that is putting it on your Swift, putting it into a cake, and then putting it back on the Swift untangled. So here we go. Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 21. It is the 21st of December and it's evening time here already. So we have been busy as you have seen. I also did 2 people's nails for Christmas today, and we packaged presents, and what else did we do? Oh, I hanged up the yarn that I had dyed. I'm ready to show that to you. And I've also made progress on my husband's socks. So let me get back to the beginning of the round here, and I'll show you where I'm at. Okay, perfect. Ta-da! So I've done the heel, and I've just reconnected to 72 stitches. This is where I was at last night. I was at 5 inches. So I went to 6 1/4, I think, and then stretched it to the 7 inches for negative ease. And then I did the shadow wrap heel, 12, and 12, and then decreased, and then increased again to 72. And I've just connected again for knitting in the round. I have to make it back to this stitch marker. And then I'll just be loop, 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 loop. So, yeah, there we have it. Now, this whole section. That's pretty good, actually. What do you think, dear? Christmas socks almost done?
Fantastic.
So, yeah. So I'll be doing that for the next little while. I spent quite a bit of time knitting on this today, actually, and in between nail appointments and wrapping. I wrapped cousins' gifts and grandparent gifts and great-grandparent gifts. So, yeah, we also did laundry today. And what else do we do? Oh, I skeined up some yarn that I dyed. Let me show you that. It actually, they all turned out pretty nice. But I had some issues with 2 skeins of the baby alpaca. They kind of knotted, and so then I was trying to unknot them, and it was a lot of work. I stood at my Swift for over an hour trying to unknot one of the skeins, and then my husband came home and helped, and then I had 2 skeins, so he threw up the second one, and he had it undone in like 5 minutes. So then we re-skeined it up. What do you think? Isn't that pretty? It's a very lovely green. This is the color green I've been trying to get with natural dye and have never quite achieved. So I'm pretty happy with this. These are both 100% alpaca, baby alpaca, in sport weight, and all of these were dyed with acid dyes. This was the rust colorway, or rust is the color. And it was interesting on this one. It's very variegated, which is kind of pretty. So it has light and dark throughout, which is kind of cool. And actually, to some degree, the green does as well. There's definitely lighter patches and darker patches, but it's very pretty. I like it a lot. And then I have some fingering weight, single ply in, and it's organic. And I have, this is more of like a Christmassy color, but you know, as I was skeining these up, there's actually quite a bit of blue and gray tones in this. So it's actually I like this one as well. It's very pretty. So all 3 of these are variegated, which I don't know if that's just the technique that I used. I had read that if you're going for a solid color, you want the dye to go into the yarn, to take its time to go into the yarn. But I'm not sure that's 100% true, because as you've put it into the pot, the yarn on the outside is being saturated by the full depth of the color. But then as it moves in, the color in the pot is decreasing. So that, I think that's why you get different colors towards the yarn that's not as exposed to the liquid and the color. So I'm I'm not unhappy about this color, but I would like a more saturated. So next time, I think what I'm going to try and do. Oh, so what that means is, sorry, my brain is like, what that means is I did not apply the citric acid to this until it was in the pot with the color and I was up to temperature. And then I cooked it for like 30 minutes and then I added the citric acid. So what the citric acid does is it bonds the color to the fiber. So one of the skeins, in fact, it was this one. No. Was it this one? Nope. No, it was not this one. The fingering weight minis that I did, I soaked those in citric acid for 30 minutes. And then I put them in a tray and dyed them. So the color bonded super fast because the citric acid was already there. So it's all a big experiment. And yeah, it's fun, I think. So I have 3 skeins of this Christmassy green, but it's more like a blue-gray green. I have 3 skeins of this. I have 5 skeins of this olivey green. 5 skeins of that. And 5 skeins of the rust color. So I will be putting those in the shop probably maybe tonight. I've taken pictures of them already. So if I have time to edit those and shrink them down to size for my shop, then I will upload them tonight. So if you're interested, you can check out my shop later for that. I also did a little bit of spindle spinning with the little Turkish spindle my sister gave me. And I felt like it went a lot better this time around. It's definitely thinner yarn for sure now that I've figured out the drafting. So yeah, I actually really like this a lot. I think my sister told me that she may have even left it in one of the comments for last video that she spun a sweater's quantity worth on a little spindle, Turkish spindle like this. Actually, hers might not have been this small. I don't know. Carmen, you'll have to let us know. But definitely on a Turkish spindle. So that's a lot of work. And I would love to see the sweater. So let us know, Carmen. Let's see what else. I think that's it. John is off work for Christmas. So he has tomorrow off, and then the Tuesday after Christmas he has off. So we have plans for tomorrow with my parents. Saturday I'm meeting up with my sister and 2 sister-in-laws, and we're gonna have a little brunch. And then Sunday is Christmas Eve, so we'll go to church, and then we're headed down to visit my husband's grandparents. And we'll have lunch and gifts, and it's his grandma's birthday, so we'll celebrate her birthday. And then Christmas Day, we're with John's parents and brother. So, yeah, it's going to be busy. But can you believe it's almost Christmas? A couple more days. Wow. I think I'm ready for it this year. I've been more on a high instead of a low. which typically I'm a little low around Christmas time. So it's been good. And yeah. I will say goodnight for now, and we'll see you Friday. Bye, friends.